Hey guys, welcome back to my channel for another video. Today I'm taking y'all through it all: what to sell, what content to post, the behind the scenes infrastructure, your website, how to actually sell on YouTube on your website. It's gonna be a long video, so get pen, paper, a snack, something to drink. Let's get into it. Brand deals, coaching, courses, digital products, ebooks, my entire business. The foundation of it for the past going on 8 years has been this YouTube channel. So today I'm gonna walk y'all through it all. The first thing I'm gonna say here before we get into step one is a lot of people look at YouTube as a content platform. They wanna go viral, they wanna have millions of views, but if you're gonna be doing this for business purposes, throw that out the window. We do not care about going viral. We care about getting our content in front of people who are buying. Let's get started. Step number one, what are you going to sell? Before you decide on a video, a niche, or whatever, you need to decide what do you want to sell. And let me be the one to tell you that you can sell anything, because I've sold everything. So I have sold, and you can also sell clothing, physical products, coaching services, digital products, ebooks, courses, templates, guides. If you want to just do brand deals, decide on that as well. And so you have the opportunity to decide right now, what's the one thing you want to start with? What do you enjoy? What can you talk about over and over and over again? For the purposes of today's video, I'm going to be using the example of someone who is really good with finances and budgeting. So let's say you're somebody who you work a 9 to 5, you're doing whatever, maybe you're a stay-at-home mom, but you're really good at budgeting. So you decide, you know what, I want to come on here and help people with their finances. And so if that's the case, the one thing you can sell is a budget worksheet. That can be the first thing you start with, and you know that you're going to now be focusing on finances, on budgeting. Don't try to find the thing that's most popular or the thing that you think will get the most sales, but what's something that you can talk about, because when we get into these next steps, you'll realize the sales are going to come based off of you, your content, your consistency. I'm going to give you the strategy, but you need to be able to be consistent to talk about something. So pause here and write down somewhere, what do you want to sell? Now that you know what you're selling, the next step is to start putting out videos just like this that's going to be bringing in buyers, not just viewers. Your content strategy needs 2 parts to it. That's it. Part number 1 is discovery. People need to actually find you. Your customers need to actually find you. The easiest way to get discovered is asking yourself, what are beginners looking for? They come here trying to learn something. And so what better way to learn than from you, who's gonna have that information, and then you'll have a product for them as well. So in order to first get in front of these beginners, ask yourself, as it pertains to what you are talking about, what are beginners looking for? Because you want to start posting content that is answering those most frequently asked questions. So when they search for that question, again, you pop up, the expert, the one who knows, the one who can help, the one they can buy from. So for example, if we're keeping with that same example of someone who is good with budgeting and they want to sell a budgeting worksheet, that's going to be your product in step 1. Then in step 2, what are beginners asking about when it comes to budgeting? Here is my favorite way to find discovery content. Go to youtube.com and in the search, type in your topic. So here I just typed in budgeting. And I'm going to be looking for videos that are 1 to 2 years old and have about 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, 100,000 views, because these are videos that are high searched videos, and these also can be frequently asked questions. I can take these topics and make my own videos. So for example, how to budget for beginners with very little income. If I have something to add to that topic, that could be one of my next videos. Another one here is how to set up a budget and stick to it, or how to make a budget with a $1 notebook. So different budgeting methods. Here's a good one that has millions of views. Do this every time you get paid. So what to do on payday. And so if you don't know what videos to start with on your channel, go to youtube.com,
Put in 1 to 2 keywords that describe your topic or the thing that you're going to sell, and see what is already being talked about. What are beginners already watching? This can be your next set of videos.
Here are some of the videos that I posted over the years that continually bring new eyes to me. How to start a YouTube channel, how to create an ebook, how to build a website. These are videos that bring my customers to me. The second part of your content strategy is trust building content. So this is the videos that answer the questions, why you versus anybody else. Beginners are on YouTube and they're looking for answers to their frequently asked questions, and they're searching and they find you and they find like 3 others answering the question as well. So what's gonna make you stand out? Trust building content is where you kind of flex your muscle and show off what you know. So here are some examples of some trust building content from my channel. It's typically where I can show off a result. Like, I did this in a week. I did this in 30 days. Watch me do this. Copy my method doing this. Your personal experience with that thing. Like, talking about the time that you got out of debt or the time that you were able to save money. When you show what you're able to do, people trust you more. So remember that your content strategy is discovery content will get eyes on you, and you pair that with your trust building content, and that's going to help you build credibility. Step number 3 is to start creating and posting that content. A lot of you are stuck here. A lot of you have watched my other videos and you know what you want to sell, and you have some ideas for content, and now you're still watching other videos, watching this video, doing all the research, but you haven't actually started yet. So before you start building your website, which is next step, step 4, and before you start selling anything, you have to actually execute the content. Create a video, post it on YouTube. Here are some quick things to make sure that you are executing in step 3. First of all, start the YouTube channel. Next, get equipment. What are you going to film with? Your phone is fine. Natural lighting is fine. Do y'all see the new background? I'm in front of a window, finally. I have natural lighting and I can record on my phone if I wanted to. That's totally fine. Get some basic understanding of editing. Use a free platform to edit your content. You can use iMovie if you have an Apple product. When I first started my channel, it was me, my phone, a window, and on my phone I had iMovie and I was editing on my phone. If you don't have an Apple product, you can use other software like CapCut to start editing your content, and then post your first video, period. Now, if you're sitting here thinking like, girl, I don't know where to get started, this is too much for you, then most of you already know I have my YouTube for Business step-by-step program, and I'll link it down below. It's on sale. I think it's 75% off right now. That will walk you through creating the channel, your channel name, your channel banner, equipment. I teach you how to edit, adding music, coming up with video ideas, discovery content, trust building content. A lot of people grab it and they really enjoy it. You guys can see reviews on my website. So that's the first thing, start posting your content. But hear me here. It's one thing to make and post a video. It's another thing to get clicks and views on the video. Again, we're not trying to go viral, but someone needs to find you to begin with. And so I want to make sure I emphasize here in step 3 that you need to make sure that you are putting the right title and thumbnail on your video. I've already made videos on how to do this, so I'm going to link below and I'll put it somewhere here on the screen. My video on the 3 T's to YouTube success. If you follow that video step by step, you will create content that people click on. Titles, thumbnails, and topic. That's going to help you get the views once you actually create the content. Okay? I want to pause here before we go into the next step to say that this is a lot of information and this is not a get rich quick scheme. Save this video, download it, I don't know, do what you gotta do, come back to it, because I want y'all to actually work through these steps. So once you've done step 3 and you've created and now you're posting the content, now what? These next 2 to 3 steps are going to focus on the business aspect of things. You post the content, now it's time to actually start selling through your videos. So step number 4 is build a website. A lot of people also kind of get stuck here because they overthink this part of the process. You don't want to miss step 4 of creating a website, because when you follow the previous steps, people will find you, they will watch your content, and they will want more from you. Step number 5 is going to be selling. But before we can sell, we need to have somewhere to sell. Building a website can definitely feel like an impossible task. I've built so many websites over the years and they tend to take forever. You can do it one of 3 things. You can spend a lot of money hiring somebody to build the website for you. You can spend a lot of time like I did and build the website yourself. Or the third option is use some type of AI builder to actually put the website together for you. So I've done research, and this area is a space where I think it's smart to use AI where you can to build an effective website, which is exactly where Hostinger comes in at. So Hostinger is a hosting platform. They've been around for so long, y'all, but they're also a website builder, and they now have AI that you can use to put together a website in minutes.
So you guys can go to hostinger.com/Natalie and let's start building a website together. I want to build a website with AI, which Hostinger lets you do so easily. And so this is the prompt that comes up. And so I just typed in some of the things that I want to see on my website. If you guys want to copy my prompt or use a similar one, I'll post it in the description. But as I enter my prompt, it's now building my website literally that fast. And y'all look, my website is here that aligns with my brand. It has my product, my information, and anything that I want to change, I can just click on edit content and I can change the picture, I can change the text. When I get to this section, I'm going to choose the business plan. It's one of the best options for the best deal. It includes a free domain. It also has the AI website builder, e-commerce, that we're actually able to add our products to our site. It has email marketing and so many other options. And it's actually 84% off until March 31st. And if you guys enter my name at checkout, NATALEH, you actually get an extra 10% off. Y'all, my website costs 10 times this amount, so this deal is amazing.
So step number 5 is to start building and selling your product. You have the website, you have the content, you have the people. Now it's time to actually sell. Now I have other videos on my channel on like how to build your course and how to build your ebook. There's so many videos out there. If y'all want another one on another type of product, let me know. I can do that with y'all next. But once you've built the product, whether it's an ebook, a tracker, a template, a course, whatever, now it's time to start selling it. So the first thing I recommend is adding it to your website, getting that link, and then all the videos you made over that time period, go back and add that link under every single video. So upload it to your website, choose a price, and then boom, you're literally in business. Going forward, you're now creating content with the idea in mind of what content can I create that leads people to my product. Every video does not have to be like a sales pitch. However, you should be able to effortlessly sell in mostly all of your content because you know what you're going to be selling. You have people there who trust you. So now you're going to be making content that helps that person and leads them to your product. Let me show you how I did this in the past. When I was ready to sell my coaching program, I do my coaching program whenever I can. So like it's 3 months long. So usually 1 or 2 quarters out of the year, I will do my coaching program. So I knew that I was gonna do my coaching program in Q4 of last year, October through December, January. And so in August, I said, okay, it's time for me to put out content to start getting interest in my coaching program. And so for 3 weeks, I strategically put out 3 videos and I'll link them here. And because of these videos, I was able to fill my coaching program in a week, literally, because of this content.
I wanted to share some other examples with y'all here as well. So when I sold digital products on my site, these first 2 videos you guys see here on how to create, market, and sell your ebook, and then how to also create a YouTube channel, these 2 videos made my business a lot of money. I'll just say that for about almost a year and a half to 2 years, these 2 videos at the top pretty much were the foundation of my entire business. If you were to ask me how or why they did so well, it's because they're very clear how-to videos explaining a process, and then leading them to a product to go even further. The same thing with the next video with my devotional. That video has sold my devotional hundreds of times over the past few months because, again, I'm sharing a specific process and then leading them to the book to go even further. Now, making long form videos is not the only way to sell. I also have been really successful with selling on my channel through live videos. So this video here you see at the top, I believe it was about an hour long or so. This also sold my YouTube course because I just went live, answered questions, and led them to my course. And then also community posts, just writing a post, sharing about a product I have for sale, talking about why it's helpful, and giving them the link. That also has led to a lot of sales in my business on YouTube.
So y'all, this is the method that works over and over again, and I've been using for the past 8 years. Decide what you're going to sell, okay? Understand that it's going to take a little bit of time, but not years. Create your content strategy. Start posting that content, y'all, okay? Build your website and then start to strategically sell through your content. And if you want to go deeper on any of the steps, then number one, check out my YouTube for Business course below. It'll walk you through how to start a YouTube channel step by step. Also, I have free videos on my channel on how to get started. But if you need that structure of like moduled videos, then check that out. Number two, make sure everybody who's here goes and watches that 3 T's for YouTube success video on how to do titles, thumbnails, and your topic. And then if you're looking to build your website, then check out Hostinger, use my link below, use my code Natalie for 10% off. And then lastly, drop a comment below and let us all know what you are getting ready to sell, because you never know who's in the comments, who needs what you're about to provide. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys for stopping by, and I will see you guys in my next one.